Hey, what up everybody? This is Corrupt and I just bought Star Citizen. Haven't even flown yet. Still have to get some bindings and setup done and a lot of learning before even getting into the ship. But I really wanted to kind of show things off and I'm really impressed. I'm still in the hangar and I'm just absolutely amazed by what I'm seeing. This is really awesome. So right now too, and I also wanted to kind of demonstrate, just how what you can expect with the Geforce Titan X. This is the Geforce Titan X 12 gigs of video RAM. And right now we're running, as far as a processor, we're running on an Intel Core i7 6-core 4 gigahertz processor. So that's kind of give you specs on what we're dealing with here. And when I initially loaded up the game, it loaded up at like the full 4K resolution. I really wasn't too keen on that because my frame rates were a little bit low. So I went ahead and brought it down to 2560 by 1600, and that really makes it a lot more tolerable. So just kind of wanted to point that out before anybody assumes that this is 4K content. And again, the game hasn't been completely optimized. It is still being developed. So want people to be aware of that as well. So right now we're running at like 41, 45 frames per second. And I don't have my control scheme set up yet, so I'll just have to cheat and go with the, with the controller, with the Xbox controller. And now as I'm walking around and looking around, the game's getting me around 55, 58, sometimes 60 on the frame rate. So it is a lot more respectable. And I do have the graphic options turned all the way to high, for this resolution. So this is pretty much all the bells and whistles you're going to see as far as the resolution itself. And to tell you the truth, I really can't really notice much of a difference between the 4K and the the current resolution, especially on a 24-inch monitor. So it is a 4K monitor, but I generally don't even run it. When I run applications, I do have to run everything in a little bit higher or lower resolution because of the monitor itself. But anyway, looking at the game, I'm really impressed with, like I said, how it looks. I really do love how these running lights light up the ship underneath. I think it's kind of a cool layout, and so, or a cool effect, I should say. And I'm really loving this so far. Just looking at the ship, I'm just kind of impressed. Let's see if I can kind of get inside here. Climb up in the ship. And it's pretty smooth. Like I said, it's recording like around, what's it, 60 frames a second now. It usually drops down a little bit once I get inside the cockpit. So, of course, looking around and, making his adjustments. And, man, I can't wait to get my joystick configured and, working. So, right now the game's hopping. It's jumping around to like around 30 frames per second. So, I am seeing a performance hit once I'm inside the cockpit. I don't know if that'll be the same once I'm in space, but it's just something worth noting. So anyway, wanted to go ahead and hop back out here. He takes so much. It's kind of cool to see the animation of him doing all the work of getting inside the ship and then, making all the checks before getting out of the ship. But when you do it so many times, it's kind of somewhat annoying. But hey, it is a space sim, so you have to take that into account. Alright, but I kind of wanted to get higher ground and just kind of show what the hangar looks like from a distance. I don't know. I'm quite sure everybody's, or most of you guys have seen Star Citizen by now, so I'm not going to give you like a whole bells and whistles tour. I think that'll kind of annoy you. You're probably here just to see just how well the GTX Titan works in this game. So I'll just leave it at that. Alright. So now from up here, we're dealing with like around 35. Up now, it's hopping between like 35 and 60 frames a second. So you get like a wide range of items, from up here as far as your frame rate. So again, the game is extremely clear though. It is. I'm very impressed. And like I say, if it ever gets pretty bad to where it's dropping significantly below 60, which is where I prefer to play, What I would do is just drop the resolution down even further, and the game is still going to look extremely well, and this card's going to be able to push it no problem. It already is pushing this game. As we all know, Chris Roberts, when he makes a game, he really tries to push the system specs of whatever's available at the time. So I'm not surprised to see 60 frames per second as far as like the frame rate, and dipping down into the 30s. So it just doesn't surprise me at all. I've come to expect that from his games, even though I have been a console gamer, forgive me, for the past couple of years. So anyway, just kind of wanted to show that off, and kind of wanted to give a brief demonstration. I'll make more videos once I learn how to fly, but just wanted to kind of give a brief look at Star Citizen running on the Geforce Titan only one. I've seen some other videos out there, but they were running like G4 Titans, SLI mode, and I don't know, a lot of people really don't have that type of money to throw around. And even if they did, I don't know a lot of people who would throw it into a PC with three $1,000 cards unless they really had a good reason for doing so. So anyway, I figured this would be more of a realistic look. And so once, like I said, once I learn to fly, once I learn to get all my controls down pat and kind of find my way around this game, I'll go ahead and post some more videos. I'll make more videos and commentary and get that going. And also check out some of the other videos too. One of the developers on Star Citizen has broken off, and he started redeveloping or developing a remake of Descent, and it's called Descent Underground. So I am part of that community. I do play Descent Underground even more so than this. I still anticipate that I will even more so than this. Still in development. Got in on the Kickstarter. So if you're interested in that, also hop on in. We would love to see you in the Descent community, especially if you're used to 6 degrees of freedom. So come see us and come check out the game. So anyway, hope to see you soon. Hope to have some more videos in the mix. And in the meantime, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and check out some of the other videos of Descent Underground if I've piqued your curiosity in how that game's coming along in its development. So see you later. Again, this is Corrupt. Peace out.